Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a little pack opening video that I have for you gents. My voice might sound a little bit short, a little bit croaky, whatever. I've recently been out in LA. I was at E3, one of the big game conventions, if you will, and it was just a lot of fun. I had an amazing time, and for that reason my voice is almost gone, so this might be a bit of a strange commentary, but I'm going to be talking about a few things, answering a few questions regarding E3, you know, the next-gen consoles, FIFA 14, all that stuff. But before I do continue, if you guys want any coins or you want to buy any coins, check out the links down below. utcointraders.com. They're just cheap, fast, reliable, all that good shenanigans. And let's get into a few things that happened out at E3, out in LA. So LA was a really cool place. I enjoyed it out there. The actual city is a little bit, I don't know, it's not that great of a city, you know, as weird as that might sound, as big as LA, you know, might sound. I think out in the Hollywood areas, around the edges is really nice. I visited Santa Monica as well. That was a very nice place, but actual downtown LA really was a bit dull, in complete honesty. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, when I moved, when I went a little further out to Santa Monica, and from what I'd heard, out by Hollywood and things like that, is just a wonderful, wonderful area. But you guys aren't really here to listen to me ramble on about that shenanigans. Let's talk more about the generation of consoles. So obviously the PlayStation 4 was talked about, the Xbox One was talked about, and I'll talk a little bit about FIFA 14 as well on the next gen and on the current console. So on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, I asked on Twitter, you know, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them to me. And one of the biggest ones was, which one should I get? Which one did you like the most? And to be honest with you, I can't answer that question. For me, I'm personally probably going to end up playing on the Xbox One to begin with, just because that's what I mainly played on throughout, you know, this current generation. I played through just the Xbox 360, and it's been my main console, and the Xbox One does have exclusive Ultimate Team content. I'm a big Ultimate Team player, so for that reason, it would kind of make sense for me to steer slightly towards the Ultimate Team, the Xbox One side of things. Although with that being said, guys, a lot of people say that the PlayStation 4 is cheaper, so if you have a bit of a smaller budget, that might be the one for you guys. A lot of people really like the look of the PlayStation 4 at the moment, so it's all down to personal preference, and there's no way that I could possibly tell you which one to buy. I just know for a fact which ones I'm going to pick up. I'm actually going to be getting both, so I'll be able to let you guys know which one I really do prefer after I've you know, played with them both enough, and really give you guys a solid in-detail review on them both, which you guys might be interested to see, you might not. It's all down to how the cookie will end up crumbling. But yeah, so I managed to play on both. I managed to play FIFA 14 only on the Xbox One. I didn't actually manage to play I didn't manage to play FIFA 14 on the PlayStation 4, which is a little bit disappointing, but that was the only console available when I went to play PlayStation 14. I also managed to play PlayStation 14 on the Xbox 360, and yeah, there are very, very large differences between the next gen and current gen. So when I played FIFA 14 on the current gen, in complete honesty, guys, it was only a 65% build, but it was a little bit, I don't want to say dull, but maybe it was because I'd played on the Xbox One. There was just such a huge difference in the gameplay and everything, to be honest with you guys. Now, one of my favorite things about FIFA 14 on the new on the next generation is, in fact, the crowds have finally been just made. Oh my god, the crowds are just amazing. They are 3D, they are interactive, and you got the mosaics. You guys may have seen that in the trailer. The Barcelona, you know, they had the Barcelona in the stands and things like that. It just looked wonderful, and yeah, that was one of the huge things for me. As weird and as creepy and as strange as this might sound, but they're actually now 3D grass particles. So if you zoom in on the grass or whatever, you actually see the grass moving. When a player kicks a ball, you actually see the dirt pop up, which to me was just mind-boggling. That is really, really cool. And to you guys, you might be like, Cal, that's really kind of pointless and random. I mean, yes, it is. It's kind of pointless, but at the same time, it really makes the game feel a lot more realistic. There are a few features on the next generation that the current generation doesn't have, which you guys will see later on. But a lot of the multiplayer and all the game modes, Ultimate Team especially, if you guys are looking for information on that, unfortunately you're gonna have to wait till the end of August, where Gamescom is, sorry, and they'll just go and they'll talk about all that shenanigans. I don't even know any of the stuff that belongs to all that, so you guys will just have to wait and see. But yeah, there is a very, very large difference in the quality of game between the two generation of consoles. So for me, I'm going to be getting it it on the Xbox 360 because, unfortunately, guys, if you are a big FIFA fan, you're gonna have to buy FIFA twice. EA are probably laughing at us saying, "Mwahaha," you know, just raking in the money from that because FIFA 14 comes out before the next generation consoles do come out. So you're gonna have to end up buying it twice. That's assuming if you're gonna buy the next gen consoles at all. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there'll be a few guys out there who really just don't want to spend that much money on a brand new console. So that'll be up to you guys. But I know for me, since I've played on the new generation, I just saw such a large difference. There is no way in hell that I am not picking up those next gen consoles because I don't know about you guys, but they've really done well with FIFA 14 as far as just adding in a whole bunch of new stuff. One of the new things that they brought in was something called continuous play, and a few people seemed a little bit confused by that. They didn't really understand what exactly that meant, but now there are pretty much no cutscenes on the next gen console. So if you know, when you go for a throw in, you'll actually watch the guy go ahead and pick it up and throw it back in. You don't have to spam the A button to go ahead and, you know, skip all the cutscenes and all that stuff. You actually see it all happen, like the quick free kicks or whatever it was this year. That's just, you know, standard. Everything is standard now. There's none of this whole you know, cutscene stuff where, for me, I found a lot of times I would spam A and I would spam it a little too long to the point where I would accidentally pass it or something like that. I'm sure it's happened to you guys plenty of times, and that for me was really cool. I saw that a few times. Now the particular build that I played on was only 65% complete, and for that reason that made me not want to say too much about the gameplay of it all, because I did play some buggy stuff. At times there were 2 balls on the pitch. Sometimes the player just simply didn't want to stop the ball, it would just roll straight through him, and you know, there was those sort of bugs. But guys, it is only 65% done. That is just over halfway completed. So I imagine and I'd hope that all of those sort of bugs will be completely ironed out, and knowing the guys over there, they will sort those sort of things out. And one of the things that actually really surprised me, well, I don't want to say really surprised me, but kind of reassured me, was that these guys that actually create the game, the producers, they actually give a lot of craps about the game. You know, a lot of times we kind of roll over the fact, oh, EA don't even care about their game, all this sort of stuff. But for me, I was really surprised at how much these guys just wanted to talk about their game. You know, whenever I went to them, we might end up going a little off topic, but at the end of the day, it would always come back to FIFA. These guys are like complete FIFA heads. They love football, they love all that stuff. So for me, that was really reassuring to know that they actually really enjoy what they do. They enjoy creating the game, and they actually have a lot of passion for it. I know that to create a game like FIFA requires a lot of effort, because at the end of the day, guys, they really only make a game in about 8 months, a brand new game. And I don't know if you guys know too much about game development, but that is a very short time. You know, each Call of Duty, if any of you guys play Call of Duty, that takes, you know, what do you call it, a game developer that does Call of Duty gets just under 2 years about. So that is a lot of time compared to coming up with a new FIFA every time. So a new thing in FIFA 14 as well is the Ignite engine. I believe this is only going to be on next gen. I don't think the Ignite engine exists on the Xbox 360 and all that stuff. So that'll be a little bit interesting to see. I know for a fact that I felt a very big difference in on the next generation consoles when the gameplay felt. It was just a 10 times better game. It really was. I know I was playing there with Japes. I was playing with Matt HD, and I know those guys definitely felt a big difference too. Also JJ as well, or KSI as you guys might know him as. You know, we really saw a huge difference. And once I played it on those next generation consoles, I really didn't enjoy playing it on the 360. For me, it would just felt a really, I don't want to say a bad game, but I just feel as though I'd be missing out on so much. But finally, at last, they've been able to expand their game. They've been able to make it so much better on the next generation console. So I'm excited to see how all that pans out. Another thing that you guys might be wondering is, because you guys have to buy it twice now, are you going to have to start Ultimate Team from scratch again? So, you know, say you buy FIFA 14 as soon as it comes out for the 360, you bought it, you're playing it, you create an awesome Ultimate Team squad, and then you like, okay, well, the Xbox One's about to come out, I'll pick that up, I'll pick up FIFA 14 for that as well. Will I still have my Ultimate Team that I created on the 360 on my Xbox One? And I am pretty sure they refused to tell me whether that would actually happen, whether it would all transfer over. But from the sort of vibe I was getting, it is going to transfer over. Now, that's not me confirming anything. That's nothing official. But the vibe I was getting from those guys when they were, you know, trying to tell me that they couldn't tell me, I kind of got the feeling that it is definitely going to happen. So you guys don't, I personally, I'm not going to worry about having to create 2 different ultimate teams, because by the sounds of it, it would be very, very sneaky of EA for it to make us restart our ultimate team on a brand new console, which would be very ratty. And I know a lot of you guys are like, it's EA, they can do whatever they want whenever they want, and that's completely true. But for me, I do think that you know, they will allow it to cross over, which will be great to see. Another big thing that I was asked about was in fact the controllers. A few people are worried that the Xbox One controller is really clunky, it is really fat, and to me it felt kind of just like the one we have now. Actually, that's a little bit of a lie. I suppose I do use the Mad Catz MOG one, so I suppose I'm on a little different of a controller, and that one is quite chunky. But I don't know, the Xbox One, it felt good. One thing I did notice about the controller on the Xbox One was that the thumbsticks are a little bit smaller. They feel a little bit tighter to move around as well, which is good. I suppose the sensitivity was upped a little bit. But yeah, overall, I like the Xbox One controller. I really like the PlayStation 4 one. They seem to have bulked it out a little bit, so it's not so small, and it didn't hurt my hands nearly as much as the PlayStation 3 ones do. And overall, I was just really impressed with the PlayStation 4, sorry. As you can tell, I haven't really talked too much about it just because I didn't really get much time to play on it. A lot of the time I was playing on the Xbox One because that's what FIFA was on, so obviously it would make sense that I just wanted to play that. But yeah, I played a little bit on the PlayStation 4, and it was cool, it was fun, I did enjoy it. I definitely like the new controllers. That was a huge step up for me, and I would love to hear what you guys are going to get in the comments. I know a lot of people out there are definitely PlayStation fans, and I know there are quite a few Xbox fans out there. I personally, like I said earlier, I'm going to pick up both, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it, guys, what you guys think to it. If you guys have any other questions, I will be more than happy to answer them, maybe in another pack opening video or whatever floats your boat. I will be sure to do that. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments, like I said. Until then, though, guys, I'll catch you in a little bit. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, a favorite, a subscribe, or whatever you guys want to do, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.